Let's go.
The Ace and TJ family presents Unfiltered, Uncensored, and Uninterrupted. Well, almost.
Right here. Let's go.
This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
Hey. I don't keep up with, because I'm not really that interested in the specifics of how the traditions in Great Britain work when the Queen dies and all of that. I liked Queen Elizabeth. I thought she was cool. She was the type of person that you would want as the face of your country if you had that type of system. She was non-confrontational, but she was still very stern about the pride she had in her country and all of that stuff. But Riggins was telling the story earlier about when Prince Harry was taking Meghan the Stallion to meet Queen Elizabeth for the first time, and she said that she had to learn how to curtsy. And to think about that now, knowing that Meghan the Stallion is, such a, anti all of that kind of thing, that she would have even done it and not just said, I'm not curtsying to any damn body. You done lost your damn mind, Harry. Who you talking to? You think I'm going to curtsy to somebody? I'm American. We don't do that. Do you think she should be curtsying to the Queen, Riggins?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, because you're over there.
Right.
If she were in America, like in Missouri, I go, no, you don't need a curtsy. She's not our queen. But I think when you're walking into her house or something, that's probably the right thing to do.
Well, that's I find that very interesting. And you don't see that that's hypocritical at all on your part, seeing as how you wouldn't call your ex-girlfriend's grandfather Big Daddy as she requested?
Yeah, it probably is hypocritical, but I'm fine with it. I'm not doing that.
If you would curtsy to the Queen and not say Big Dad, call her grandfather Big Daddy, then I think you are quite the hypocrite.
Well, first of all, I'm not curtsying to anybody. What does the guy do? Does the guy just bow his head? Yeah, I would do that.
I wouldn't.
Put your hand right here on your belly and bow.
I'm not bowing to any damn body.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody I bow for except the Lord.
Hey.
I ain't kneeling for nobody but the Lord.
Yeah.
That's why I stood lock-legged when I proposed.
Like a nutcracker.
Ain't even bending a knee.
I look like one of them, like a totem pole.
It's like I was on stilts.
Yeah. I ain't getting down. Yeah. Would you have called him Big Daddy?
Like a nutcracker.
No. Unless I did it in jest as making fun of her or the rest of them.
Yeah.
I would have overdone it then.
And that was kind of the thing. They didn't see like the humor, like why somebody would think that's odd. I'm like, no, I'm not calling him. What's his last name? She goes, it doesn't matter. His last, just call him that. That's what everybody calls him.
Oh, I would have probably put on a show with it.
Yeah.
What's happening, Big Daddy?
Big Daddy?
You damn right, Big Daddy. What we watching on TV today? Big Daddy.
I said, first of all, you ain't my daddy. And secondly, if I call my dad Daddy, he'd
Big Daddy.
hit me with a mallet.
I know wives call their husbands Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
You damn right. Because I would just substitute, because I always like calling people Cat Daddy.
Cat.
In that voice.
Yeah. Cat Daddy. Mm-hmm. What's up, Cat Daddy?
What you got going on today, Cat Daddy? You didn't out here catting around all night?
Do you think he got upset if people didn't call him Big Daddy?
I don't know.
Or surely
you were
not.
just like, hey, John.
Yeah. And was he
Tell me his last name so I can call him Mr. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go first name basis.
Was he a man of large stature?
No.
In order to be called Big Daddy?
He's rather slight.
Okay.
You could call him Mr. Daddy.
Yeah, no way. I mean, he was 90. Just great
Mr.
grandfather.
Daddy.
You're going to
Nice
come
to
into
meet
my
you.
house and not call me Big Daddy?
Nice to meet you, Mr. BD. I'll call him BD and that's it.
Yeah,
I'm not calling him
it.
Big Daddy.
I'm not doing it. You refused. She was pissed. Oh. You're fine then. We'll talk to
Now, that's the most serious girlfriend you've ever had. What did she call your parents?
Mr. and Mrs.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, it was not a first name basis thing.
Really?
No. No.
What do their daughters-in-laws call them?
Well, it transitioned, which is funny that you asked that because one of the sisters-in-law immediately went to first name basis, and I don't think it played right
Yeah.
in the room. But she was always that way, and I know she still does. But the other sister-in-law calls them mom and dad.
Yeah. I started calling Jody's parents that probably right when we got engaged.
Mom and dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
That's right, Big Daddy. I'm going to start calling him Jody's dad that now.
Big Daddy.
Daddy.
Because my kids call him Granddaddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to
Big
start
Daddy.
calling him Granddaddy. Big Granddaddy. Granddaddy.
See Jody there. While you say that to her dad.
Grande Daddy.
Grande.
Daddy Grande.
Daddy Grande.
Yeah.
I like that.
In my first marriage, I called my in-laws by their names, typically, or I would call my ex-father-in-law died. We barely hadn't been married very long at all, and my ex-mother-in-law, I would call her usually by her name, or mom, but usually it was
Yeah, her name was Fancy.
right.
Fancy.
Yeah, but now I call my in-laws by their names because
They're younger.
I'm older than one of them.
Yeah, he calls them.
But he's the one that I've called more than any other. I will call him Dad when we're out places, and he'll refer to me as son. Like
Stop.
just
Yeah,
in
just fun.
jest with people. Like we were
Yeah.
playing golf with people one day, and I was like, "That's a nice shot, Dad." He's like, "Thank you, son." You know,
Oh,
and the guys got a kick out of that.
Yeah, I mean it's good to laugh through the pain.
Yeah, for him.
Don't let him know it hurts.
Yeah,
My dad told me that the one time he saw his dad get really upset and to a physical level with my uncle is when he heard my uncle refer to him as my old man. Apparently that did not go in apparently
that's-
punched him.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
really?
Oh, man.
Like out of earshot, he gets. I gotta ask my old man or something like, which is not even in our vernacular at all. But
Well, that's what Jody calls me.
my old man.
Her old man. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess.
But you talking about he was talking about
No,
his
she-
dad.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does.
I was like,
My old
really?
man.
Like, we're not
Yeah.
we're not bikers.
that's the way it seems. Like kind of biker-esque.
They did. They said that in what was that biker show? Sons of Anarchy. They used to
Yeah.
call each other my old man or my old woman.
But I mean that's a
old lady.
ranking.
old lady is
Yeah.
what it is.
That's a ranking and a title in biker clubs.
What?
Old lady, and I think once you become somebody's old lady, then you're
You're the main.
Yeah, and you're hands off of nobody else can have.
Oh, the
have
biker
'em, yeah.
people.
I'm his old lady.
Right,
Who's
because they
old
have
lady?
different things. They have what's called a hang around.
They're like
which is-
groupies.
No, that's a somebody who wants to join the club, but they have to start by being a hang around, and they're gophers, and then they make them do things that are, to earn their way to the next level.
I
and
like
so forth.
interns.
Yeah, it's like I was an intern for the Mongols biker club.
It's cute.
You can put that on your resume. Okay, I'm looking here. Did your internship? You did 4 years as an intern for the Outlaws Motorcycle Club,
Yeah.
and I dare you to say something about it. Oh, I'm not gonna say anything about it, Cat Daddy.
Wasn't
Don't
gonna
talk about my MC like that.
All right, cat daddy.
It says you're a 1%er. Good. We love high earners here. But yeah, my wife calls my parents by their first names.
She does.
Yeah, if she's referring to them. If she's referring to them talking to me, she calls them. She calls my mama your mama and your daddy.
Your daddy.
Or your dad, whatever. No, she usually would call him BB.
BB.
Yeah, it's his initials.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Is that a nickname he?
That's what his wife that he has now started calling him as a nickname, and we call him that in jest.
BB.
So we never called him BB.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that if somebody introduces a nickname for somebody in my family that I'm not I wouldn't use that nickname.
Yeah.
That's why I don't call them, like the fact. Well, never mind. I won't get into it. No.
So it's your oldest brother's wife that calls your parents by their first names?
Yeah.
And then the middle brother calls them mom and dad. And did she start doing that after they got married or before?
No, before. Which
Were
I
they
thought
even
was wild.
engaged?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think so. But she just comes from like a different. I don't know. She's very Victorian. Her upbringing, like her parents, I get the vibe that they were a little less hands-on.
Yeah.
Which one? Which
The oldest.
Okay,
My
yeah, the
oldest
one that
brother's
calls
wife.
them by their first name.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times that pattern is laid down by what you see your parents do.
Yeah.
Because I know my dad referred to his in-laws, my mom's parents, as would call them by their names, but Roy and Daisy were their names. But he always answered my mom's mom with, "Oh yes, ma'am." Like it was always yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
Until she died, but not for my granddad, because they were like best friends. They would hang out together all the time. So I think that's kind of where I kind of adopted that, just calling them by their first names. But wasn't until we were already married, not even engaged. We were already married before I felt comfortable enough, And my ex father-in-law was like, "You just call me by my name,
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think both sisters-in-law call them Mimi and Pops or whatever now.
Yeah, call
I
them
guess
by the grandparent name.
Father's name. I
Yeah.
think they do that.
Yeah, I think once you have that can change. Like I think Amanda usually refers to my mom as typically as G Mama, but or occasionally has called her by her name just if they're out doing something. But usually it's
Yeah,
Gangsta. Gangsta mom.
gangsta
That's what the
mom,
G
yeah.
stands for.
G stands for gangsta.
Meredith calls my parents grandma and papa because that's what my niece calls them, and she knew her first. So
And what do you call her parents?
I say your mom and dad. I don't really talk.
You're right.
Oh my God, I'm glad he didn't say deceased.
I don't like
You don't
reference them other than to her really. So
You don't talk to them a lot?
I mean, if I do, I'm not saying their name or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Hey, you.
Well, then there's plenty of room for Big Daddy, I hear.
Yeah. Hey, Rob.
Try
when-
it.
Yeah, test that out. Just run a trial balloon.
Throw it in there.
Hi, and don't even have a discussion. It's just, how you doing today, Big Daddy?
No.
So Rob,
Really not something you want to just try out.
So Rob, if they were to call and or whatever, if Meredith were talking to them, she would never go, "Hang on, my dad wants to ask you something," or whatever, anything like that. You would never talk to them or anything.
no, I don't talk if I don't have to.
Okay.
So funny.
But that's with anybody,
Yeah,
right?
it's not
just against them.
Yeah.
They know not to take it personally. That's just what I do.
Just not a talker.
Yeah. Like,
Do you talk to your parents?
Barely. I went over there yesterday, and I just sat on the couch.
How
You just, wait, what?
How often do you see your parents now, Rob? Did you-
Be quiet.
I try to do once a week, but they had COVID, so I hadn't been over for a while.
Right.
But yeah, once a week is probably about average.
But like yesterday, you went over and just sat on the couch.
I sat on the porch with my mom while the nurse was in with my dad, and then sat on the couch with beside my dad.
But I guess what I'm asking is, you and your mom are sitting on the porch. Y'all having a conversation?
I mean, she talks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you go inside to see your dad, and you sit down on the couch, and he's there,
He's watching Price is Right,
right?
and we're just chilling.
Okay, so is it safe to say, Rob, that you do the majority of your conversing during these few hours we're all together?
100%.
Oh,
in
no
the day?
wonder.
Yeah.
So
What it
we're
seems
really-
it's just
That's why.
and that's why he's so boisterous in here and so so excited to be actually communicating verbally.
I
with
don't know.
people.
I don't know why it's that way. It's not like
Well, I mean, it's because we're obviously the most interesting people you know.
fair enough.
He
Okay,
wants
but
to tell
Rob-
us all the things.
But Rob, in the afternoons when we text you or whatever, do you text with other people, or is it mainly just us?
I might text a friend here or there. I have a Discord with my main friends that we talk, but I mean, I mostly just like share stuff, not like conversations, but I'll share a link to a news story about a new video game coming out, and then that's about it.
Yeah.
You're like Yahoo News. That makes a lot. That's a pretty eye opening. That's why he's so. Because he's got no problem talking to you one-on-one here.
Right.
Yeah.
But God, man, if I see him in the grocery store, it's like,
Exactly. It's just like it's set in his brain that this is his talk time.
yeah, I'm
And
done.
that's
I'm done
interesting.
with you.
I've heard of Discord, but I know nothing about it.
Yeah, it's like video game chatting.
Yeah, it's like a group chat built into an app. Is all it is.
Right. So why choose that over any other thing?
It wasn't my choice, but
Okay.
a couple of our friends are younger, so they are more into that kind of stuff. I don't know.
How much younger?
They just turned 30.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, spring chickens.
Yeah,
They're young. I was thinking
Yeah.
like 12 or 13.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, what are you? That's why I was like, okay, well, you got to wait for them to get out of school every day.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
Did you know underneath the floors of your house a lot can go on in the crawl space? If moisture gets in, it could wreak havoc on your family and home. From mold and mildew growth to rotting wood and more, Cardinal Environmental Solutions offers vapor barriers, encapsulation, and dehumidifiers to combat moisture in your home. Contact Kelly Poplin and his knowledgeable team of experts at acetj.com/cardinal. That's acetj.com/cardinal.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. Let's go!
Let's go. Let's go.
So, let's go.
What?
What? In the butt.
What in the butt? I like that.
Let's keep it
Do y'all
going.
know? Are y'all just making that up, or do y'all know the?
No, I've
there's a
heard
song?
it. I don't know where it
I've heard
came
it.
It's
from.
an Eddie Murphy song called "In the Butt."
Oh.
Put a clock in your butt. Put a big rock in your butt. Yeah, it's silly. It was on one of his comedy albums. It wasn't a real thing.
Put a tree in your butt.
Put a
bumblebee
in your butt.
Really?
A lot of things in the butt.
Yeah, it was stupid. It was, yeah.
Oh, butt stuff.
But hey, it's because of that we were able to get party all the time. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time,
Never heard that
party all
before.
the time.
Yeah, it was produced and guested with Rick James.
It's Rick James.
Yeah, now you know who Rick James is. Lord! Alexis, what does didn't your brother married?
Yes.
What does his wife call your mom?
I have no idea actually. I think just by her name.
And is she
Sonia?
Hispanic?
No, she's white.
Oh, well, then we know what she calls your mom.
What does she call my mom?
I
Please
don't know. Just-
tell me.
oh, gosh.
Yeah, they're actually coming to stay with my mom for 4 months in
What?
October. Because they're moving to New York, so they're gonna stay with my mom for 4 months until
Why?
they.
Would they be moving to New York? That shithole.
The Jehovah's Witness headquarters are there. They're going to go serve. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Okay.
So I told my mom, I'm like, oh, and you don't think this is a horrible idea? Like, do you want to still have a relationship with your kid? And she's like, no, it's fine. Like, I'll go to, because she has another little house that she built in the back. So she's like, I'll stay there. They'll be fine. But we went to the beach for 2 days, and she was already over me by the second day.
Yeah, but she likes him.
Yeah, she likes him more than you, though,
No,
right?
I'm the favorite.
Really?
Yes.
Even though he stayed in the religion and
I know.
You know?
That's why my brother has a little chip on his shoulder about that.
About staying in the religion?
No, about the fact that my mom and I are so close, even though I'm not in the religion.
Right,
anymore.
right.
Yeah.
I was watching that Leah Remini show the other day about your religion.
The Scientology?
Isn't
That's
it
not my
about the same as
religion.
Jehovah's Witness?
No,
Is it the
we
same
don't
thing?
believe, they don't believe in aliens.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But your mom and her daughter-in-law get along? They like each other?
Yeah.
You
That
didn't
didn't
say
sound-
that very
No,
convincingly.
they do get along. They get along.
Ish.
She called my mom the other day and told her, she's like, can we like build a business together so I don't have to go to work anymore. And, I just want to, because her mother's a stay-at-home mom and her sister's a stay-at-home mom, but they don't have kids. So my brother grew up with my mom and I, who both were hard workers. My brother's like, you're not going to just stay at home. You don't have kids. Like, you got to work.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have kids?
They don't have kids.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, and they're young.
Yeah, they're younger than you are.
Yeah, my brother's 26 and she's 25, I think.
Well, they need to get on having some kids.
They don't want any.
They need them.
My mom wants grandbabies.
It's
so
always
bad.
very odd, though, for her to say, can we start a business so I don't have to work?
Yeah, like you don't have to work at a business.
Well, all right. So in other words, we're going to start some shit that I've got to keep up with so you can just eat bonbons all day.
Yeah, my mom was like, no. And then she calls my brother. She's like, you better not let her quit her job. He's like, no, I'm not.
Mom, you better don't be calling me up to get my business.
Did your mom ever call her any racial slurs or anything?
No.
I bet she does.
She doesn't.
She didn't call her like white girl?
Or when she's talking to her friends, she's like, can you marry my son? Can you believe my son married that whatever, fill in the blank?
Esa gringa.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know.
What is... White Diablo.
The white devil.
What is your mom's name?
It would be funny if she
Sonia.
called her cracker.
Sonia.
I think it would be hysterical.
Yeah. Not Sonia, but Sonia.
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 I'm looking it up,
Yeah.
friends. Galeta.
She's nice.
Galetta.
Miss married this Galeta.
Where's you and that cracker wife of yours?
Oh, man.
So Donde es Galeta? Donde es la Galeta?
So why are they staying with your mom for 4 months before they go do their assume the missionary position in New York?
Ew, stop. My mom's theory is that my brother misses her a lot because he's all the way on the other side. And so that
Of what?
of the country.
Oh,
Where is he now?
He's in Kansas City.
Okay.
And
side.
he was like, my brother's always been the needy one. He's always like needed my mom's attention and love way more. So she's like, I think he just misses me. I'm like, all right, whatever.
So do they sell a house or something and
They're
Well,
renting
that-
a house. They want to buy a house in New York. So they're going to stay at my mom's until they buy a house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Apparently, my brother saved a lot of money. And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to the city or the state of New
Upstate.
York? Upstate. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's not quite as bad
Yeah.
as being in the
Warwick.
city.
I think that's where
Warwick, New York.
Warwick, New York
Let's
is
see
where
that is.
the headquarters are.
So everybody in that town is Jehovah's Witness?
No, but everybody that works in the headquarters is.
Well, I figured
No kidding. Thanks for that.
But I didn't know if it was like Utah where the majority of the people, or Salt Lake City where the majority are Mormons.
No, they sold. The buildings used to be in Brooklyn, New York, up
Yeah.
until maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And they sold them, and then now the headquarters moved.
So,
Warwick is a village.
but who would buy the buildings?
I think Trump's son bought the towers.
Okay, and so
I think in
how much
Brooklyn.
would it cost in getting windows installed if you were going to turn it into a regular office or something?
Yeah, did have no one.
Didn't have any windows. Nothing Jehovah's Witnesses build have windows ever.
Wow,
I
though.
went to the headquarters in New York when I was little, I remember, in Brooklyn. It's like, wow, you're in Bethel. It's like when people make that trip to go to Israel.
That's what it is.
That's
for Jehovah's
that's what it is for Jehovah's Witness. Like you're
Yeah,
making
it's
a
in New
trek.
York.
Yeah, New
From
York.
Brooklyn.
Pilgrimage to New York.
It's our Garden of
Pilgrimage.
Eden in Brooklyn.
It's like, but it's only like 60 miles from the city.
Yeah. So that's their goal.
Wow.
And they'll stay there. Their plan is to stay there forever and work for the religion.
For as long as they can. That's where they met. Originally, my brother was in helping build this new Bethel. So he was there for a year and a half, and then they sent him home, and now they want to be able to stay as long as they can.
In New York.
In New York. It's my mom's
Ugh.
pride and joy.
But I thought you said she was your favorite. You were her
I
favorite.
am her favorite. That's why
It's just
she
a
has
shame what happened to you.
Exactly. That's why she feels. She's like, you'd be so much better if you were just Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, and she's got her like, I don't blame her if she's got a little place she can just stay out to herself
Yeah.
on the property. Mm-hmm. Get away from
It's
away
nice.
from having to live with other people.
She had a bathroom built in there. There's like another little
Oh.
room, shower.
Indoor bathroom.
Yeah.
Wow. But the family back home would be shocked.
Like, wow, she's rich.
No dogs on the roof.
No dogs on the roof.
2 houses on one little plot of land.
Not making cheese in the bathtubs.
Our dogs live on the roof.
She's gonna be so miserable. I already know. Within 2 weeks, she's gonna be over it.
Because she likes her alone time away from everybody. Kind of like Rob.
Everybody. Like, I'm telling you, we went to the beach, and by the second day, she was already over me.
Well, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Can't we all?
Jeez,
Yeah, and y'all were staying in the same room too, right?
What do you mean we can understand that?
just a
Jeez
lot.
whiz.
How do you
It's a
say
lot,
chatty
man.
Cathy in Spanish?
I wasn't even talking.
Oh, please.
What?
Yeah, she was like, you're in a bad mood. I'm like, because I'm not talking.
That's exactly what we say. Well, You're in a bad
Exactly.
mood.
I'm like, I'm just.
But you got your hood up and your hat pulled
Relax.
down.
Yeah.
That's
Like
not me.
Marcel the Shell.
I like sometimes you need to be like that.
Looking like Eminem out there.
Not when your job is to be outgoing and friendly with everyone.
And then I talk and you guys tell me shut up.
Do you argue with your mom a lot?
No, I try not to. There's only one thing we ever argue about.
Like, who gets the man?
Yeah.
Catching a D.
Exactly. Who's gonna be the lucky one?
The only thing
Mom,
I
last
argue
one,
about
Mom.
is catching the D.
You took the last one. It's my turn.
We were at the beach and there was this young guy that was setting up next to us, and I was like, oh, he's kind of cute. And then an older guy comes and looks like his dad, and I'm like, I run to my mom's house. I'm like, Mom, there's a son-father duo right next to us. I'm like, we need to meet them and talk to them all day.
Dress it up, Mom. Come on.
Yeah, you should have gone and brought him over.
I know. But the dad was kind of cute too, so I was like, I don't know, I'm at that age where I could do the dad or the daddy.
Yep. And you know what? I think that is going to be on Queen Elizabeth's headstone. Her most famous quote. I can do the dad
Or the daddy.
Hey,
Got a girl.
it is what it is.
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Production of the Ace and TJ family. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny Podcast.
Okay, we just got a kind of what you would call a diktat from Alexis about getting her gifts. Thursday begins Hispanic Heritage Month. We don't know why. It's not until the 15th, but I said, is it the 15th through to the next 15th? She said, yeah, and I better get a gifts every single day of Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah, I mean, only if you guys appreciate my Hispanic heritage, and if you don't, you're racist, so.
So which one's it going to be?
Exactly.
It's really on you.
So, yeah, we can... I can't do everything. I can't do anything every day for a month. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
I got a
I
couple
can't stay
highlighters.
focused.
Well,
I can't stay focused on that.
You guys all take turns then and take
okay.
days, certain days that you'll
I
bring
really
me
have.
gifts.
You know-
I got too much going on to remember that. I can't do it.
You know good and well, if I try to bring you a gift in the theme of Hispanic Heritage Month, you and all your friends that afternoon will be talking about how racist I am.
Well, what would you get me?
I don't know.
A pupusa hat?
Sombrero. Piñata.
A single tortilla.
Taco Bell gift card.
One
What?
tortilla.
A cineta.
Here's a single tortilla.
A sabor.
Yeah.
A ball in a cup.
A ball in a cup.
The ball on the string.
Is that a Hispanic thing?
Yeah.
Is it?
A slingshot.
Really, a slingshot is?
Yeah, they have them all over the place in El
Didn't know
Salvador.
that.
And it says El Salvador.
El Salvador.
Salvador.
Yeah. great.
I'm
Got
excited.
a back scratcher.
Yup.
A sweater made of bugs.
Coca-Cola in a glass bottle from Mexico.
Oh, you can have a 12-pack of Coca-Cola in here.
Yeah, real sugar Coke and some strong vanilla.
Riggins can bring me a box of broken taco shells.
Yeah.
I have some leftover Taco Bell hot sauce for you.
That stuff is so good.
The Taco Bell hot sauce. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I use it for cooking.
It's really good.
You know, my little friend Jenny eats the Diablo.
Ooh.
That's the black sauce packet. Mm-hmm. I've never tried
hottest.
that one.
Yeah.
I like the fire. I
Yeah, I
normally
use
get the
fire,
fire.
yeah.
And that's hot.
And, you know, you can buy it in a bottle at the grocery store.
Yeah.
You know, just in case you need a little something to sip on.
And then just blast it out of my 2-hole.
That's disgusting.
So, Riggins, you don't ever talk to your former dog walker from El Salvador?
No, I haven't talked to her in a while. She kind of like disappeared.
Did she disappear, or you didn't respond back to her enough to where she just stopped trying?
No, I did. We talked for a while. And my newer dog walker has kind of dipped out. She said she wanted to stop by one last time and say bye to the dog and things. I was like, my door's open. But yeah, I don't talk to the El Salvadorian dog walker anymore. I miss her a lot though. Mm-hmm. She was we were tight. She was my buddy.
Was she? You think you would put her in the category of being a hoot,
No.
as the kids say? She's a hoot.
No.
She's a hoot.
A hoot and a half.
Yeah. What I liked about her, she made herself comfortable wherever. She
Yeah.
would walk into my apartment like she owned the place, start making herself a cup of coffee, and it was at first I was taken aback by it, but then I loved it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, she feels comfortable enough to just like
Yeah,
kick
I
open
like
the door.
that. Depending on the person.
Yeah.
You know, when it's the people there to fix the shower, I don't like it. But
Yeah.
if it's friends or whatever.
Yeah, she overstayed her welcome every time, and she knew it. And yeah, I miss her terribly, really. She was. I loved her.
My peeps are the best, man. We just really cool, friendly people.
Yeah. Her stories about El Salvador were unbelievable until I met Alexis. She goes, "Oh no, that's all true."
Yeah, we do keep dogs on the roof.
Yeah, that's what she always. Our dogs live on the roof, and I was like, I'm clearly like, there's a language barrier that I'm not understanding what the hell you're talking about. She used to say that all the time. Our dogs live on the roof.
How do they get up there?
I don't know.
Maybe the owners put him up
You
there at
throw them
night.
up there.
I picture it like the landscape is so kind of up and down that maybe they get up here and then they're up on the roof. It's kind of like steps almost.
Or
Like
maybe
walking
they're
through Italy, how it's
No,
like very.
Yeah, but they actually, I think what they do at night is they put the dogs up there because people can get into your house if they climb the wall because it's an open area into your house.
Yeah.
So my grandfather used to have electric wiring at the top. So if anybody tried to get up there, they'd get electrocuted.
But what is the reasoning for putting the dog up there?
For protection. So if someone
Oh.
tries to get up there, that the dog will tear them up.
Because all the homes seem to have like these open
They
air
have, yeah.
plaza lobby areas.
Yeah.
And my dog walker, her parent, the reason they moved to America is because her parents were victims of a kidnapping or attempted kidnapping because they worked for the bank in El Salvador or something.
It's crazy
So they
out
ended up
there.
having to move because they were, in fear for their lives.
It's very dangerous out there. Very dangerous. Mucho peligro.
It's crazy.
Yeah, when you go visit, they're like, don't wear any jewelry. Don't tell them you're American. Don't look American. It's like, well, okay.
I know it's
what-
not El Salvador. My friend Eric went to Colombia to visit his wife's family for the first time, and he said it was the first time he'd ever walked in a hotel, and when you cleared the door, well, there was a security guard with a machine gun, and then all your bags had to be run through like a baggage check, like they have at the airport, to go into to enter the Hilton. You walk in, and everything has to go through the baggage.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, so it's
Sounds
a
very
hoot.
fun. I bet in El Salvador, though, you don't see very many people riding a bike for exercise, do you?
No, it's for necessity.
Yeah. Good point.
Or you know what their public transportation is a pickup truck with 20,000 people in the back holding on. My mom took that. She was like, I would just jump on for like 5 cents and you just like hold on to the sides until you get off on your stop. I was like, what?
That's pretty cool, though.
That's not cool. Howdy's so scared.
For a nickel? You get a ride
5
for a nickel?
cents.
I don't care about that.
On a pickup truck.
I mean, that's the way Southern baseball, Little League teams get hauled around, so they used to. I bet they can't do it now.
They
Little
can't anymore,
punks.
yeah.
Little old punks can't ride in the back of a truck.
Yeah, I don't think I ever rode in the front of somebody's car or truck.
If I had to ride in the
baseball
cab of a truck in the summer, I was pissed.
Yeah.
We always wanted to ride in the back.
yeah.
Can we ride in the back? No, y'all get in the front. Damn,
Don't sit on the fender well. Yeah. Don't lean on the tailgate.
Right.
Yeah, they'd pull up. You get there'd be 10 kids sitting in the bed of a truck riding a baseball practice. No big deal.
When I went to El Salvador, that's how my grandpa took us around. Was in the bed of the truck.
It's fun.
Sitting on big bales of cocaine.
Yeah. We were sitting on big bales of cocaine.
Come on, kids. Gramps got to deliver this cocaine.
So stupid.
What are you sitting on? Cocaine.
Dumb.
That's what I picture.
It's jarring to see someone in the back of a truck these days. I saw somebody on 485 in the back of a truck.
Isn't that illegal?
485 seems a little aggressive.
Yeah, like I don't know. Can you do that?
I
Should
can't
be able
clearly.
to.
I don't think.
If you're an
You don't have a
adult,
seatbelt back there, don't you have? Isn't wearing a seatbelt the law?
well, there are no seatbelts on motorcycles, and they're legal to be on the interstate.
How about that?
White guys? Not that it matters, but
Yeah.
white people,
Yeah.
Country folk.
country folk.
I mean, somebody
485.
Oh,
I mean,
and they were
people go
smoking cigarettes too. I don't know if that
Hell
helps your
yeah.
image.
being able to smoke a cigarette in the wind of an interstate in the back of the truck, that's talent.
where people go maybe 100 miles an hour regularly.
Yeah, and
It's
you
not like a backcountry road to the ballpark. This is 485.
Yeah.
A little different.
Yeah, in the state of North Carolina, passengers over 16 may ride within a truck bed pretty much anywhere. However, children younger than 16 must have an adult present in the back.
Yeah, even better. That's my little one.
Right. Imagine you're the adult that's girl back there with the kids. Like, damn. I just fixed my hair.
In a wind tunnel. That's crazy.
Ace, you said yesterday that you said that yesterday you went on 2 20-mile bike rides. You
Yeah.
took a nap in between.
Yeah,
Now, how many bike uniforms do you have?
one.
And you put that sweaty ass thing back on?
Yesterday, yeah. Then I
After you-
had to wash it last night. Yeah.
Ew.
Ew. Was it still like wet from sweat when you put
Yeah.
it?
Cheek sweat.
You gross.
It was like all kind of swampy
Yeah,
sweat.
that's the first time I've split them up and done 2 like that. So I didn't think about that at the time. Then I realized, damn, I got to put this bike uniform back on. I bet it's still gonna
Yeah.
be wet, and it was.
And the way you talk about that seat irritating you and all, does it have like blood skid marks?
No, it's not.
God.
Nothing's bloody. But I
Well,
did
yes,
order some
you said
stuff that
you
you
were
have
raw.
to put. I ordered some
close.
stuff that you put on your
Tank.
Tank.
yeah
Tank
to
guard.
make it a little bit better. But I don't think that's working worth a damn.
Tank working.
I'm really raw right now.
Yeah, because I don't have my new suits yet that I have coming, and so I'll have 3 of them.
Ooh, a nice double-breasted.
They're so cool. I'm so excited about getting them. But the only downside is I can't use them for anything else.
Oh, yes, you
There's
can.
nothing else I can wear them for. Use them for
yard
every life.
work.
They look so cool.
Wear them in here.
Yard work.
Yeah. Yeah, you should come to work in one of them one day.
Please.
Well, I've thought
do the
about
whole
maybe
show.
one day like leaving right after the show to go ride, like maybe on a Friday. As soon as Share Funny is over, boom, I go get on the bike and ride.
I'll just ride the bike to work.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. I would ride it up to work, wear the suit, and then as soon as the show's over, boom, jump on and go.
You got to get a helmet with lights on it. If you're gonna ride in the morning.
Well, I'm just as far as I'm riding. No, I would just ride it up here. It would be no big deal.
Dangerous.
It would be kind of dangerous though.
Because it's dark on that. On that road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost
I don't
ran
know if I'd be
someone over.
able to concentrate on work. If you're in a
The bright yellow and black.
Yeah.
Lance Armstrong.
And his nipples would be poking through,
Yeah.
like they always
Yeah.
do.
Taint bleeding.
Tough when you put your body through for charity, you know?
Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
Did you know underneath the floors of your house a lot can go on in the crawl space? If moisture gets in, it could wreak havoc on your family and home. From mold and mildew growth to rotting wood and more, Cardinal Environmental Solutions offers vapor barriers, encapsulation, and dehumidifiers to combat moisture in your home. Contact Kelly Poplin and his knowledgeable team of experts at acetj.com/cardinal. That's acetj.com/cardinal.
Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Ricky just told us he bought something, but now he's got to return it. So does that mean you have to go? You'll have to go somewhere to return it, or can you just? No. Oh, it does. Yeah. Because you never go anywhere to return it.
Go anywhere, are you?
I do. Yeah, I got to return it to a UPS place.
Oh,
again, you know the one right up here, right?
Yeah, but it has to be an actual UPS place, I think.
yeah. There's one up the next road up.
Yeah.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah, you got one on either side of you here.
Okay.
Within a quarter of a mile.
Pain.
Did you have to box it up, or did you do the one where they'll box it for you?
I don't know. I don't think I have to put it in a box.
Laptop or desktop?
Desktop.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah. It's a small desktop, but it's still a desktop.
So you thought your gaming computer died?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it did, but I had unplugged the fan when I was moving it, and it just like overheated because the fan wasn't working. But I mended it, but I panicked. So in 10 minutes, I was like, I got to buy another computer like right now. Get it by today.
So you have a computer, desktop computer you play games on, and you still have an Xbox you play stuff on?
Different games.
Yeah.
Different setups for different games, you know.
Yeah, because I wonder why my son needs all the crap that he needs, and it's just...
You do need it, unfortunately. It's another level.
It just depends on what you want to play, huh?
That's what it is.
It's like having a football for football season and a baseball glove for baseball season.
That's what it is.
Different sports, different games.
Yeah. What, is he hitting you up for a new computer?
No. I just know he has a lot of stuff.
You need a lot.
Except social skills. No, he's pretty good with social skills.
Yeah, he's fine.
But he still needs to get out more.
And do what? What is he not doing enough of?
Making friends.
Who needs them?
Just things that people need to do outside of a dorm room.
Does he already have some friends?
Yeah.
He's like
He's good.
you.
What?
He's like you.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Don't you say that.
Doesn't want to go out with friends. Wants to stay at in his home.
I go out with friends all the time. Just the same friends. Only friends.
Your wife.
And when
And my little friend Jenny and her handsome husband Michael. It's our only friend. My only friend. Jody's got a bunch of friends.
But you earned the right to be the way you are now. Because when you were his age, though, you were very outgoing and had a lot of friends and went out and did things, and you were active and
Yeah, cool, man.
dating.
Damn
You were in the
cool.
clubs. Hell yeah, brother.
But if he doesn't want to go and do all that stuff, that's not horrible. Let's go to the
Right.
club.
Okay.
Bad things happen there.
No, I don't want him to go into the club. He doesn't drink, which is good. I mean, I don't want him drinking, but
Yeah. We're going to parties and stuff.
he also likes some of the Star Wars things, and that's what caused the first DNA test I ordered
Yeah, that is. That's a
when
lot.
he was little.
We're going to have to test on this one.
Yeah, he liked Star Wars and wrestling when he was little. So I'm like, who in the hell is this kid?
Who that?
I got to find that picture. Somewhere there's a picture of my son and your son together standing in our house, and they're both holding up like championship belts. Mm-hmm. I think that's funny.
No, it wasn't funny. He's all right.
He's fine.
But I mean, I just don't. I don't want to look up one day and he's in his mid-30s and he's sitting beside me on the couch or sitting beside his mom on the porch and can't come up with anything to talk about. Sorry, Rob.
Wait a minute.
That's so messed up.
Hey. That's what I love not talking.
Yeah.
Just not
That's
here.
a
Just not
lie.
here.
I was about to be like, you love talking.
I get it though. I mean, I'm as bad as a young person about talking on the phone.
Oh, it's the worst.
You know, I would much rather text. You know, sometimes. Meaning, I would always much rather text than be on the phone. But sometimes actually engage in texting. Sometimes I don't even like that. Because I always feel like I got to, you know, certain things I have to give a response that the people are expecting to come from me, something clever or whatever. And sometimes I don't feel like thinking of it. And then I'll forget to come back to it. So you never did respond to my text? Like, I didn't? No, it was like 2 years ago. So I'm sorry. I couldn't think of anything. Earlier in the show, Riggins was asking people what would people be shocked to know about you. And this one woman says she was afraid of everything with wings, not just birds, but butterflies and moths and bugs and all of that.
Which is wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Alexis, what would people be shocked to find out about you?
That I got my cat as a barter for a pig.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And my ex. Because he was a stupid idiot.
But it wasn't a sacrifice of the pig.
No. I hope
It was just a trade.
It was just a trade.
I have a pig and I'll trade him for a cat.
Yep.
Kind of thing. What about you, Riggins? That you wash your hair with soap instead of
maybe.
shampoo?
Maybe that is pretty weird, I guess. Who needs... It's a scam. Shampoo's a scam.
It is.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yeah, of course it is.
I don't even know how you don't even use conditioner. Oh,
I don't even use hand soap. I
that
use
would
dish
drive
soap.
me crazy.
When I
Wait,
had-
what?
Yeah, and water down dish soap and some soap dispensers all the time. Hand soap, no.
Yeah, I use dish soap for
In the
hand soap, but I
bathroom?
don't water it down. No, but I mean in the kitchen if there's
Yeah, in the kitchen, but not in the bathroom.
But still, I mean,
Soap
what's the
refill.
do? Put it into
You're
a
still washing.
put it into a little pump container, decorative, whatever. It's still.
Yeah, I don't do it, but it wouldn't bother me to do.
It's like people have been so lazy for so many years now. You can't even make the lather yourself with hand soap. You got to get that kind that's already lathered up for you.
Dumb.
These kids. But yeah, I don't know. You want to get Alexis to try to wash her hair with a bar of soap one day, see if she can
Not
tell the
gonna
difference.
work.
Yeah, I guess there's a difference in
Like for
ethnic
women's hair,
Yeah.
ethnic hair.
Is that what we call it? I think I said that to her one time. I was like, is it hard washing?
Yeah, or I think you asked me if I had
Ethnic hair.
products. Do you get products the ethnic?
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Why not?
You know,
You're ethnic.
you know, in that one aisle where you buy your food,
Yeah.
I like
all
the
the
way
ingredients for your dishes.
I like his explanation though. In case you weren't aware, why not? You're ethnic.
You are ethnic.
You should be using it.
You should
Hello.
be using ethnic stuff, man.
But try it just to see.
I already
Alex-
know it'd be horrible. I'll try it, but
It's just soap.
yeah,
I mean, it's like the same stuff and all.
my hair's gonna it's gonna have so many tangles in it.
Yeah, probably. Because it's so curly and all. You do need the conditioner and all that. Even when I had hair, I couldn't use conditioner because my hair's too oily. It would just be like a grease pile walk around.
I need it.
Well, how did they wash their hair before Tresemme and?
They probably put like pig lard on it or something so that it would like take out the tangles and then.
No, that's why they wore all those wigs because everybody's hair looked like shit. They put a wig on.
The Sheriff Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Sheriff Funny material copyright ATJ Incorporated 2021.